Howdy do all. I was finally able to see Anomalisa a few days ago, the latest effort from one-of-a-kind Charlie Kaufman, whose last movie was Synecdoche, New York from way back in 2008. It's been a long time coming, but it is very exciting to see him in the director's chair again after his inability to get his last few projects up off the ground. So, 7 years down the road, how did it turn out? I hate to be predictable, but it was fantastic. Something very surprising to me was the decision to make a stop-motion animated film. And I must say that aesthetically and stylistically, it is among the most impressive displays of stop-motion that I've ever seen. The detail in the puppets is immediately felt upon seeing them. They obviously look like puppets, but they are also strikingly lifelike in their proportions and very subtle mannerisms painstakingly animated by the same studio that made Moral Oral funny enough.
Hey, Oral, what did you put for number 3 on the science test?
Jesus.
Ah, of course!
This realism extends to the way that the movie is shot also. Now, I haven't seen every single stop-motion animated film, but I noticed that the majority of the time, the camera is stationary with a lot of medium to wide shots. By comparison, Anomalisa features a lot of close-ups and several tracking shots that follow our characters in close proximity. Not only that, but the shot duration is also much longer than is typical for the medium. It feels like a regular drama film just shot with puppets. Now, this isn't a way of saying that one way of shooting is inherently better than the other. It all depends on the type of story that you're telling, and this really up-close, personal, and reflective way of filming works to further accentuate the poignant and melancholy tone of Anomalisa. To those who might not be aware, and this is possible since the movie hasn't had much advertising, the story is very simple and almost spoiler-proof. Granted, just about anything would seem simple after Synecdoche. Shit, the only way he could make things more complex would be if he decided to adapt Thomas Pynchon's Gravity's Rainbow. There isn't a lot that happens in the movie, but to give you an idea as to what it's about, it follows a disillusioned author on a business trip and takes place over the course of a single evening. While there, he meets a shy, self-conscious woman, and a very short-lived romance ensues. As I said, a very simple story, but executed wonderfully with some nihilistic undertones that almost seem to suggest that relationships are entirely meaningless beyond sex. I don't want to say too much since this isn't an analysis, just a review, but there are some stylistic choices in the film that do an outstanding job at conveying the difficult and sadly all too frivolous task of not only connecting with others, but maintaining just the simple interest in or idea of connecting with others. It also features probably the most touching love scene I've seen in a movie since Her. These themes of longing and romantic misanthropy, for a lack of a better term, are ones that Kaufman dabble in quite often, and it's why his work is so impactful to so many people. That includes me. I mean, I'll never forget the first time I rented Synecdoche from Hollywood Video back in 2009. That shit about shattered my soul. We find in his work the same bitter loneliness that we harbor within ourselves. Though, not that I'm admitting to anything here. We all hope and want to connect to some extent, but down the road we get hurt a few times. We use our fear and pain in a misguided attempt to protect ourselves, so we slip into the pitfall of seeing everybody as the same. This outlook degenerates life into mundanity because, well, where's the point in pursuing anything that you think you already know the outcome to? Alright, I've got to stop. This isn't an analysis. Bottom line, Anomalisa is a great, touching, and technically sound movie that you should definitely watch when you get the opportunity to. Watch it with somebody, to let them know that you're lonely and would probably like to have sex with them.
Come on. Let's do it right now. I can't wait any longer.
My, you're horny.
What's the matter? You don't want to fuck me?
Yes, let's lay down, but I want to come in your pussy, Shiraki.
I can't wait.
But don't come off as being too desperate. As for my completely subjective rating that you can ignore since I've already recommended the movie, I am comfortable, as of this first viewing, giving Anomalisa a 9 out of 10. But who knows, it could even go up. It is that good. I want to thank you very much for joining me, and my next video will probably be something kind of silly. I kind of just want to dig into a bad movie and have fun with it, you know? So yeah, look forward to that. Again, thank you very much, and as always, catch you later. Ta-ta.